What's up, guys? It's Jake here with the pickup video for my Switch collection. I'm going to call this the Hurricane Florence Overspray Overdue Switch Collection Pickup Videos September 2018. Because it's been a while and it's raining outside, but it's not really hurricane, so it's kind of an overspray. But for SEO purposes, I'm going to put Hurricane Florence in the title just to see if I can get some extra views. That might be unethical. Anyway, here we go. So I announced probably a month and a half ago, maybe not that long. Gotta hope it was at least that long given how many games are in front of me. I announced I was collecting for the Switch on an episode of the Polykill podcast. When I started out, I had mostly first party games for the Switch. See the Nintendo seal on most of these. The bottom one, Mario Rabbids, which is actually the first game that I bought for Switch. Anyway, so through a series of eBay transactions, Twitter trades, local game store pickups, and a few GameStop and one Amazon, I've amassed a few that I thought would be worth sharing. Some of these are kind of shit games, but that's okay. That's okay. You gotta have some of those to round out your collection. So we'll start off with a few of those. RBI Baseball 2017, a cheap pickup via eBay. It did come with like a little patch, I guess, that you can sew under your hat or something to show everyone how proud you are to own this game. I don't know that I would do that, but I guess it's something you could do. I'm going to pronounce this Soldum. It may be Soldam. I don't really know, but it's Soldum or something. Drop Connect Erase. This game already seems to be somewhat infamous in terms of lack of quality. The game price is pretty low. Pretty low. Yeah. But normally 10 to 12 bucks. I think I got it for $7.99 with free shipping. Yeah, if I'm talking a little hyper, I've been at home by myself all day, just drinking caffeine. Thought I would do this video while I had the energy to do it. Turns out I may have a little too much energy. I also picked up Has Been Heroes, which is a game that annoys me slightly because of the spine. You see that big bold black letters with white outlines? You know, most Switch games, they do it right. You just have some nice clean text, but no, that has to be big and different, and it's just annoying when you see the spine of it on the shelf. But that's, I guess, part of the frustration of being a collector sometimes, maybe. I don't know, I'm new at this. Anyway, I also picked up The End Is Nigh. This is from the developer of The Binding Isaac, also Super Meat Boy. This is steel sealed. We got it for 15 bucks, has all the goodies inside. So gotta love this style of game. Apparently hard as nails, 600 levels, platforming hell. Sounds awesome. I'll probably play it, but probably never beat it because that's a lot of levels. I've never played a game with that many levels at all. I also, a while back, I just don't think I ever mentioned it, got Resident Evil Revelations, the collection for Switch, 1 and 2. Obviously one on cart, one on download, because Nintendo carts. Also, Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. I think I got this from GameStop. It doesn't have the big box with all the extra goodies. It's just the game. It does have the manual, though, so that's pretty cool. At some point, I may go back and get the big Day 1 edition version with all the extra goodies, but right now, I'm just not buying doubles, right? You know, I'm just trying to get this collection going. I'm not going to buy the same game twice. Not yet. Get off my back. Owlboy. Picked this one up a while ago. Pretty cool game. One of those that I think I will play. Very charming platform adventure kind of thing, much like Tiny Barbarian DX here, published by Nicholas, who is doing some good work on the Switch. I appreciate what they're doing. This one came with a manual and a little sack. Not sure what the sack is for, but it's got the logo on it. I don't know if you're supposed to put the game in there and tote it around like a barbarian or what, but also a cool reversible cover. So, you know, collecting has its perks because you get those cool reversible covers and you can show it however you want to. Got this one. It's still unopened. The Longest 5 Minutes. I'm not super familiar with this game. Looking at the box art and the trailer kind of gives me a little bit of a... I meant screenshots, not box art. That's the box art. It kind of gives me a little bit of an Earthbound vibe, and that's cool. It seems pretty whimsical, but it's published by NIS, Nipponichi Software. So they trade in all things bizarre, weird, and fun and whimsical, so I'm sure it's at least one of those. You know, I'm on board. Let's see. Picked these up a while back. I mentioned these. I just thought I'd throw them in here. One thing that I didn't realize about my edition of Sushi Striker, though, Waya Sushido, is that it is a looks like a UK import because it's got the Peggy logo instead of ESRB. So, who knew? Who knew? I didn't know that. I didn't pay attention, but now I'm paying attention to those sort of things. But yeah, also Super Bomberman R can go and screw itself because it's got the logo on the spine instead of some beautiful text. It's also in the middle, so is Sushi Striker. I don't know, those two irritate me along with Has Been Heroes. Hard to get on my nerves. Okay, so we'll talk about this one. This is Yoku's Island Express. Musty Hobbit mentioned this to me on Twitter when I was talking about all the Metroidvanias that I was playing way back when, and he said this is one that I should check out because someone told him he should check it out. So I don't know if he ever did, but I did. It looks pretty cool. It's like a pinball Metroidvania adventure game. Art seems really cool, seems like a whimsical and a fairly unique idea. So I can get behind at least 3 of those things. Let's see here. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. Got this for $30, which is about 25 less than well you normally see it even used. I don't think there's any inserts that came with this. It's basically just a lot of text about the game, probably some background information. I haven't bothered to read it. It's really small. And it's kind of behind this opaque, not opaque, translucent plastic. Makes it hard to read. I'm not going to take the cover off. It's not reversible. I don't do that. Anyway, got Wild Guns Reloaded. Pretty excited to play this. Seems like a perfect game for the Switch. Troll and I. This is that Amazon pickup that I mentioned. This was $9.96 on Amazon a few days ago, so hit that up. Normally 20 even used, so that's a good deal. Tohu Kabuto Burst Battle. It's like a bullet hell dancing game. Also published by NIS. Remember what I said about them liking whimsy and weird stuff? Yeah, I have no idea what that game's about, but it looks weird. So I'll try it just to say that I've tried it. Best Buy had a sale on their Lego games, and it somehow included the Switch. So I got both of these. This one looks kind of underwhelming. I popped it in and was like, eh. This, however, seems pretty cool. It's an original Lego adventure. Originally on the Wii U, but made its way to Switch because that's what's happening these days. And I can buy it without feeling weird or guilty, mighty cute dog, because I didn't have a Wii U. So this isn't a double for me. It's the first time I've played it. $19.99 was the price of this brand new sealed LA Noire for Switch. I did not have this. And $19.99 on sale at GameStop a few weeks ago. So feel pretty good about that pickup. I mean, it's back up to 30 already. So yeah, pretty cool. Also another GameStop pickup that was a $10 discount was Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I just picked this up yesterday at the Pro Day sale. This one is, you know, weird playing Crash on Nintendo, but I'm down for it. I loved those games as a kid. I never beat 2 and 3, so God help me, I might try that. They're very difficult. Captain's Toad Treasure Tracker, another Wii U port over to the Switch that I also don't feel bad about buying because I never had a Wii U. So the benefit of skipping Nintendo generations, I guess. Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth Plus. This game's got loads and loads of content, which is why it was $50 at launch, which I thought was still a little much for this. But I ended up getting it for just a little under 20. So I'm fine with that price, considering I already played this game a lot and have it on at least one other system. I also picked up Batman the Telltale series. This is the first set of episodes. The second has not made its way over to Switch yet, even digitally. So maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I figured this would be a good place to play this game because, you know, when you're playing mobily and you get some battery life concerns, you know, maybe a good hour-and-a-half, 2-hour burst is exactly what you need. And, you know, those Telltale games usually aren't terribly in-the-moment Twitch-style games. You can kind of just let them sit. So it seems like a good place to play them. All right, so on to some of the more collector-y style things. Limited Run did a version of Oceanhorn Master of Uncharted Seas. I picked this up in a trade with my buddy Frankie from the Short Pause podcast, aka vyprstryke on Twitter. He had an extra of this that we facilitated a trade for. This game, highly influenced by Nintendo of yore, got a very Wind Waker vibe to it. I've almost bought that a couple of times on a couple of different systems digitally. Glad I was able to get that physical for Switch. Thimbleweed Park, I already own this digitally, so this one might stay sealed. Also another one that I traded with for Frankie. No, traded Frankie with for. Me and Frankie traded stuff. I got this, he got something else. Steel sealed, this thing goes for like 50 now, if you're lucky. So yeah, heck of a deal. Thanks, Frankie. We've got a few more in the works. Can't wait to show you what those are, but I'll just wait and show you when I get them. Another one kind of hard to get for some reason already is East 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. Obviously, the latest in a long-running RPG franchise. This is the Adventurers Edition, which I'm not sure, honestly, if there is something lower than Adventurers, or if that's just sort of the default name for it. It does come with a pack of sealed like collector cards, which I'm not entirely sure what they are for. I think they're still sealed unless somebody hot glued them back. Just pop in packs to find some cool stuff and then resell them on eBay. Who knows? Anyway, I benefit because I don't care about the cards. I care about the game. Also, cool reversible cover. Love those. All right. Talked about this on the last episode of the Polykill podcast, but Shining Resonance Refrain Draconic Launch Edition. This is an interesting pickup. I got it for $35. It's 50 new, 45 used usually, or somewhere in that range. The thing that I don't like about this is the sleeve. It's open on both ends. I don't like this because when you pick it up, this thing is really slick. It's just going to slide, just like that. The steel sleeve is pretty cool though, because steel sleeves are cool. Frankie also mentioned on Twitter not long ago he didn't like steel books because it didn't have the name on the spine. This does have the name on the spine, Frankie. So pick this up, and that'll help mitigate your woe. Anyway, cool looking game. It's got some dragons and some fighting and stuff. Japanese voice pack included, which I don't even think there's a code for. I think you can just download it whenever you want. But anyway, they put an insert in there because apparently it's special. Pretty cool game, I think. Cool packaging anyway. Sonic Mania Plus. Everybody has this. Not a huge deal that I have it. Again, it's open on both ends. I don't know. I don't like that. Also, I'll say I feel like this is a total just shoehorning in of a collector's edition because this book is just ever so slightly, see that, wider than the game case, and I think they just did that so they could have a bigger box so they could look fancier, because I think they could have made that book smaller. I really do. That annoys me. This one though, pretty happy with the box on this one. I like this black box. It is a little gunked up at the top, but that's just kind of how I bought it. But yeah, Axiom Verge Multiverse Edition. This has a lot of extra cool goodies inside, a DVD of the making of the game, CD soundtrack, poster, plus the game obviously. So this one was a good pickup. I think I paid $26 for this with shipping from eBay. I think it's probably one of the better deals I've gotten considering just how much I wanted this and how cool the dish is. Lastly, last thing that I'll talk about, Count Lucanor, I think is how it's pronounced. I've heard someone say Lucanor. I'm not sure that's right. I feel like Lucanor is darker, mysterious. This is from Merge Games. It is packaged by Signature Games. And as you can see, we got some actual signatures on the box here. I do think they're actual signatures and not facsimiles. But this is still sealed. Obviously got the PEGI rating here, so it is a UK import, or at least EU import. I think it is UK. But this is an interesting game. It's on the eShop. It's $15. You can take a look at it there if you want to see some screenshots, or they may even have a trailer. I'm not sure. But this thing, I don't know. This is one of the cooler things that I have, I think, because this game is very unknown. It is a cool edition. It's still sealed. It is from across the pond. And I paid $60 for it, and you're hard-pressed to find it less than $80 and up. So those are my pickups. A lot of pickups. A lot of games. Didn't spend a whole lot. Spent more than I should have, but it's okay. Just got paid, so back in the black. I didn't go in the red. I fooled you. I didn't. Anyway, I've had a lot of caffeine. I've talked about a lot of games. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. I'll drop a link to my collection in the description. So if you see a good deal on something that I don't have, if you're in the mood, just drop me a line. Whatever. Send me a message. I like talking about games, so that's always cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.